YouTube, it's the kid Dave. Make sure you like the video, make sure you come to the video, hit that subscribe button. If you're new to the channel, I appreciate you guys. Keep on subscribing. All my new Kobe fans and all my old Kobe fans, we here. We gonna represent until the day that I die. We gonna represent Kobe. He ain't here to protect himself and rep himself. We gonna rep it for him. Shout out to Stack, Captain Jack. Shout out to Matt Braun. Shout out to Nick Young, Rashad McKent, Stack on ESPN. Dreamer Pro do a great job. A lot of people and all my people down, and all y'all that support Kobe, still support Kobe. Want to appreciate y'all for what y'all do. Thank y'all. With that being said, I want to give y'all a backstory of what's going on. I think Kobe Bryant, if I'm not mistaken, please in the comments, let me know if I'm not mistaken, if I'm saying it wrong. I believe Kobe Bryant was the first guard, the first wing player, the first guard to come out of high school, right? He came out of high school in 1997 at 17 years old, not 18, 17. He got drafted in June. You just seen the draft in June. He got drafted in June. The draft, so he didn't turn 18 until August. I know Moses Malone got drafted. Moses Malone, Kevin Garnett. I can't think of the other guys, but I believe Kobe Bryant was the first guard to get drafted. It was big man that would come out of high school. So, remind you, he got drafted in June. Shaq come there and signed in July. Eddie Jones, they drafted Eddie Jones 94, 95. People don't understand they drafted Eddie Jones 2 years before Kobe. And he had Vin Exeter in 93, 94. So you got all-star guard Nick Van Exel. I think Van Exel was an all-star. And then the year Kobe get drafted, Eddie Jones turned into an all-star. After 2 years, they drafted him. Eddie Jones with Shaq. You got Shaq, so you got 3 all-stars. And then the year Kobe, I think 97, 98, Michael Jordan last championship, they all was all-star. I think he had 3 or 4. I think they sent 4 people to the all-star game. That was crazy. Because Kobe wasn't even start on his team, but he was an all-star. So Eddie Jones and I know Eddie Jones was an all-star. Eddie Jones was on the bench. Funny. Eddie Jones was on the bench at the All-Star game, and Kobe was on the bench as a Laker, but he started in the All-Star game. Crazy work. Why in the hell? And then you got Coach Dale. Was it Dale Harris? Nobody. It's forbidden. It's forbidden to play a young kid. It wasn't happening. It didn't happen. Matter of fact, this young 90s. Nah, I'm not doing that. Wasn't doing that. So. I'm playing no high school kid. What the hell? I got an all-star guard. I got an all-star guard too. I got an all-star guard. Like what we talking about? Like I got an all-star guard that I drafted 2 years ago with prime Shaq and got one of the best PGs in the game at that time, Nick Van Exel. He was an all-star. But I'm not starting. I'm not starting this young kid, skinny kid. He's not 7 foot Hakeem. He's not Moses Malone. He's not big. He's not a center. He's not Hakeem Olajuwon, right? And they didn't even come out of high school besides Moses Malone did, right? So we gotta look at that. Like, let's look at that from that perspective. Crazy work, right? Crazy how this shit works. So. For the people at home that want to say all the Kobe hate, so you got to think about Shaq. Damn, Shaq, you had three other all-stars on your team, and you didn't win until Kobe became a starter. Now, T-Mac, how you just gonna win with Kobe? How you just gonna win with Shaq? The nigga had 3 all-stars on his team plus himself and couldn't beat Utah. But T-Mac, you wouldn't win. Okay, relax. As far as Kobe. Not getting enough minutes, 7 points and 15 points. Kobe paved the way for the Tracy McGrady's, the Dwight Howard, not the Dwight Howard, was the LeBron James. One for Kobe, nigga, y'all want to made it. If Kobe didn't come a success, Kobe a 3-time champion by the time LeBron get drafted. He's a 3-time first team All-NBA, 3-time first team defense, 5-time All-NBA All Defense, 5-time All-NBA all together with 3 first teams, 2 second teams. On both sides of the ball, that what he was. So, nigga, how was you gonna? So, If it wasn't for Kobe dominating and doing what he was doing, that's a backdrop on Kobe's career. If it wasn't for Kobe doing what he was doing, LeBron James wouldn't have made it. And then LeBron went to a trash team. Now imagine you getting drafted. You Kobe Bryant. You're Kobe. You'll get drafted to a team that's a guard 2 years before you, and he's an all-star. And you get the with the best player in the league, Shaq. Well, Jordan still was the best player. Shaq probably the second best player in the league behind Jordan at that time. You ain't getting no fucking minutes. It's forbidden for you to be in the NBA. So your career average got to suffer. So they like to have it both ways, because then you gotta say, T-Mac, well, I was averaging 30. I was averaging 32. You cover the average 30, but say, well, you playing 6, I was getting double team. Nigga, if I didn't have Shaq on my team, I would average 35, like he proven he could do. Now imagine if he didn't have Shaq on his team the whole time. I bet you Kobe Bryant would have loved to won 2 championships by himself. Had his whole career by himself, went to a bad team, put up a lot of shots, and averaged 30 for his career with 2 championships, and he probably would have 3 MVPs too. He probably been let's just say that he would have had 2 or 3 MVPs. Let's say he'd been 2-time MVP, averaging 30 for his career, 2 championships. Kobe taking it. He's taking that in hindsight because how the media treats him now and how they treated him back then. So he had to separate himself from Shaq. He only played in NBA history that didn't want to play with Shaq. All you niggas begging to play with Shaq. I would have won. T-Mac, give it a reason. Poppy, I would have won Shaq. I would have won Shaq. Give me prime Shaq. Kobe, the only nigga that said, I don't want to play with Shaq. Let that sink in. Let that sink in for people. And then on the graph, you got T-Mac. T-Mac came in 97, 98. Kobe came in 96, 97. T-Mac, Kobe averaged more points per game from 2000 to 2004 when you was in Orlando. When you came to in Orlando and Kobe was still playing with Shaq, 2000 to 2004, Kobe still averaged more points to you. He made 3 first-team All-NBAs, 2 seconds. 3 first-team defense, 2 seconds. You made no defenses NBAs, never in your career, not during that time period. You was a 2-time first-time All-NBA. So you got a guy. That's how you separate him. Kobe was making first teams and averaging 30 points a night playing with Shaq. That's how you separate him. You only average 2 more points per game in your best scoring season, and Kobe had Shaq on his team. The proof in the pudding, ladies and gentlemen. That go the evidence right there. And for the people that hate on Kobe's career, let's look at how he came up. I just explained the story about Eddie Jones Van Exel. If you still with me, y'all still with me, follow me. So, if I was Kobe, I wouldn't be like Allen Iverson. I think Charlotte Hunter should. If I'm Kobe, I would have wished that Charlotte Hunter would have drafted me. New Jersey Nets would have drafted me. Because this bullshit about him needing Shaq is bullshit. He proved it to go to 3 state finals, and if Andrew Bryant don't get hurt, he won 3 in a row with Shaq. What's more impressive, winning 3 championships with Shaq, or going to, even though you didn't win all 3, or going to 3 state finals without a top 75 player in boxing on 1 or 2 of them? Still in his prime, but not his young prime. Now, take away Shaq, give him Paul Gasol, or give him KG early on, Kobe would have won, in my opinion, 4 championships. I think he would average 29 points. I think he would average 29 to 30 points a night. 45, 46% shooting. 2-time league MVP. Probably like 6 scoring titles. That's mine. If he didn't play with Shaq, I think Kobe probably won 6 scoring titles. I'm going to take that back. I'm going to say 5 because Kevin Durant and Wilson, and I got 4. They tied second most. I say he won 5. I would say 5, 2-time MVP, 29 points a night, 4 championships. That's how his career was projecting. If you take away Shaq and what he did without Shaq, that's how his career was projecting. So we have to remember that, ladies and gentlemen. So we can't knock him for playing with Shaq championship, and then knock him for his stats because he had to play with Shaq. You had to sacrifice, ladies and gentlemen. That's my take. Let me know what y'all think. I ain't going on, but I want y'all to drop comments. Let me know what y'all think. Like the video, comment the video. Peace.